0, and liftoff.
It's all over the place. We are all over the place with that
ad. But you know what? Fuck it. Welcome to Sacrilegious with Robin and Snurts, a Simpsons review podcast. I'm your lovable nerd Snurts, aka Joshua Stearns, and joining me is the equally delightful Robin. Don't have a cow, coward, and this is part 5 of spect-AD-ular. 2025.
2025.
We did it, man. We're on part 5. We made it. We're here. We did it. We did it.
I don't have anything to add to that.
All right. Well, let's get into our ads.
Alrighty, y'all.
Now that the comic book well is dried up, Hollywood is out of ideas again. They are desperately searching for the next big thing.
And after a certain mustache plumber made $1 billion, execs are eyeing video games. That's why the scandal-ridden Vernadude's Studios picked up the licensing rights for the hit game Conflict of Enemies.
Although the head of VD, Lance McDingleberry, didn't have a clue what Conflict of Enemies was or about, he greenlit the multi-million-dollar deal. Well, you know, the dynamic paradigm of a proactive approach to its storytelling. We think the fans would love to see that on the big screen.
But excuse me, but proactive paradigm, these are just buzzwords that executives use to sound important.
Well, excuse me, my dear man. Remind me what network you work for again. What my co-host meant to say was, who are you eyeing for the leading role? That's what I thought. The searches aren't gearing, but I guarantee you they will be sexy and, time permitting, smart.
Thank you, Lance. Conflict of Enemies, the movie, is slated to release in summer of 2028. Now back to the news.
Come on by the Simpsons Animation Studio and Casino.
You can watch live animators working their magic in the slave-like conditions.
Then test your luck in the casino itself. There are thousands of games to play.
One lucky person can win their own animator to fulfill their most dirty desires.
After winning big, relax by the pool or enjoy one of our delicious kimchi smoothies.
Don't worry, those pores won't disturb your experience.
Thanks to our glorious leader, they're not allowed in the casino or this part of town.
Simpsons Animation Studio and Casino, a winning combination. At Jock State, Springfield, you won't be bothered by geeks and dweebs. From the radical parties to the bodacious babes, your college experience will be most excellent. Don't be a bummer that says no way. Be a broster that says yes way at JSS. This fall, get ready to go back to school with McBane.
It's time to learn.
When Mendoza, the world's biggest criminal, decides to hit the books.
My friends, I could finally finish my PhD in criminal theory.
The world's best cop is going undercover to make sure he gets an F.
When it comes to books, I'm going to burn them down.
This November 3rd, you'll see college like you've never seen it before in Collegiate Cop Panty Party 3.
Mendoza! You will never learn.
In theaters this fall.
At
At Springfield Nerd University, you won't be pestered by those annoying mouth breathers. From the D&D dorm rooms to the Monty Python Mondays, your college experience will be a natural 20. Don't be a loser that says, "Nee." Be a winner that shouts, "Nee, ping, nee, woom," at SNU.
All right, Tony, we're all set up here in the booth. If you could just please take it from the top whenever you're ready.
Okay. Pretzels. It's an ancient treat that has delighted people for centuries.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you there. Could you punch up the energy just a bit?
What do you mean, punch up? Would you kindly provide some clarification?
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking something like, pretzels, an ancient treat that was delighted people for centuries.
I see. Well, it seems you should do the ad read instead of myself. Maybe I'm incapable of capturing the moment you desire.
No, not at all. Tony, I'm sorry. Your read was fine.
Are you sure? We all want to deliver a quality product, do we not?
Of course. I'm so sorry. Please just ignore my comments. I was wrong.
If you insist. Pretzels is an ancient treat that has delighted people for centuries. A perfect addition to any social gathering, especially if nacho penetration is less than total. McGlosh?
Well, hello, Chef Christopher. This is Helen Lovejoy. Me and the gals wanted to talk to you about some of our Fleet-A-Pita recipes. I hope now is a good time.
Hagsalash? Migladoshkash?
Well, they are a bit flavorful, aren't they?
Miglash, tagsalash.
We were thinking perhaps, maybe we could use mayonnaise instead of tahini.
Salash nasagash. Nagash miglash. Delmosh.
Those are definitely words. And how about replacing olives in the salad with grapes? Wouldn't that be better?
Nosh. 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 Nosh.
Sounds like a yes to me. One last thing, Edna. I was wondering if you could remove the chickpeas from the falafel. The name reminds her of her son's filthy bathroom time. Have a think about it, won't you, hon?
Dagmanash. Ish kaput.
Thanks, hon. Love and hugs. We'll be in touch. Bye-bye now.
Magalash. This lady crazy. Pretzel wagon pretzels are made daily from fresh ingredients. They are not only not bad, but they are not bread. I'm sorry, not bread. How can you use the fresh ingredients and have it be not bread?
Sir, it's just a pun.
Is there not dough? Does it not get baked? Make this make sense to me.
Tony, it's not a knot, it's a knot, you know?
No, I don't know. Pretzel wagon pretzels are not bread. This is bad copy. Who wrote this?
That was me, Tony. Pretzel Wagon makes the pretzels, and I guarantee you it is bread. I mean, the pun is like a rope knot, thus not bread.
Is it bread or is it not? This is idiotic and a waste of my time. Good day, gentlemen, and may we never cross paths again.
This is a public service announcement from the Concerned Christians Network.
Hello, Springfield. I'm Helen Lovejoy.
And I'm your friendly neighborino, Ned Flanders.
And we're here to talk to you about this horrible new game called Satan's Path.
That's right, Helen. This new diabolical board game is ding-dong diddly dangerous. Now, I know what you're thinking, friend. It's satanic panic all over again.
No! Won't somebody think of the children!
Thank you, Helen. But this time is totally different. This game literally warps reality and turns our beloved home into a board game-themed hellscape.
Satan is here, people. This is not a joke. So please call and write to your senators and schools and councils. Warn them of these dangers and think of the children. Ask them to ban this game now.
This has been a CCN warning. You've seen vampires sparkle and take advantage of teenage girls. You've experienced the magic of traveling like a bat by jumping. Now, for the first time ever, witness the next evolution in monster on human love, Warehouse. Millhouse, jealous of Edmund and Lisa's relationship, explodes in raw animal power, transforming him into an adorable werepoodle.
Lisa's fallen for a vampire? That makes me so angry. I can feel the change coming. Ooh.
Now the girls are liking this lichen.
Oh my god, he's so cute.
That little umbrella that he has is to die for.
I want to hold him and squeeze him and love him all day.
Watch this dork get a new lease on life.
Everything's coming up, Warehouse.
But not everybody is convinced his new look is the right move.
Look in the mirror, man. Somehow you've become an even bigger wuss despite having cool powers.
No!
The local voice star of radioactive band Milhouse Van Houten is joined by Daniel Radcliffe and Sydney Sweeney in An American Werepoodle in Springfield. In theaters February 2026.
Oh, yeah! All right.
Bravo! Bravo! Magnifico! Magnifico! Yeah!
Yeah, we definitely started, kind of
phoning it in
here at the end of the season, midway season.
My first comments in my notes, lots of similarities, news alerts, PSAs, and trailers.
Lots of Fat Tony. We had
we got Bane. We got again doing the
the trailer. We got a movie trailer,
and I used the same trailer music for both.
Naturally, and why
then
not?
The same intro for the PSAs. The doom doom doom.
I used the same voice in a ton of like the come down to Springfield Animation Studios in Casino.
I think you used that voice the most throughout this whole 5-part experience that we just
yeah, I used it in like 3 of the first 4 ads here. It was funny because it wasn't entirely meant to be like the McBane trailer. Like it was meant to be kind of a different voice, like this fall.
You're trying to do more of the action voice instead
of
like
this fall.
See,
from Warner Brothers Studios comes.
I actually remember it a little bit different because you wanted it to be like those wacky college, Animal House type.
Oh, that's right. That's exactly what it was.
So that's why I think you were doing that kind of more silly voice instead of like the more action voice.
That's right.
World
that's right.
Where things happen over and over again. And so I do like how
we did another ad booth gag.
Yep. And I actually like this one better than the old ad booth gag. So I think I upped our game for this one, and I have a lot to say about that, but we'll get to it later. Some questionable voices as always. I think my Helen is somewhere between a Julia Child and a Mrs. Doubtfire, but I really do like my Ned Flanders.
Thank
you, Helen.
Good. Thank you, Helen.
Diddly-doo.
Yes,
Hello, neighborino.
Your Helen's out there, man. Your Helen is out there.
Hello.
Like Mrs. Doubtfire.
But I also kind of was trying to challenge Julia Child with when you have a baguette and you're making French onion soup, you must whack it, and if it is stiff, it is good for the soup.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good Julia Child right there.
Yeah, we play with the chicken and then we ram it full of spices and good things. Just fist it right there. Anyway,
you know what's funny, Josh, is that honestly is it's creating enormous nostalgia for me right now. Appreciate that.
You're
I
welcome.
loved me some Julia Child.
Yeah, me too. I used to watch it with my mom all the time.
Yeah, me too.
So we got what's the first one here? The conflict of
enemies.
my god. Robin, I might have to rewind the tape here because I didn't even the intro was so short that I didn't even mention. These are from episodes 33 to 36.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I mentioned this in the last one too. This is going to be fun in editing. And the episodes that we did for The Simpsons are EMI Sports, Homer Goes to College, The Twisted World of Marge Simpson, and Treehouse of Horror 21. So now that we got that out of the way, let's go with our first one, Conflict of Enemies. I love this video game. It was a lot of fun with seeing them play with the Wii remotes. Like die, and things of that nature.
The ad, though.
What about it?
It's all over the place. We are all over the place in that ad.
And as we mentioned in my our last episode, part 4, I do love the Chuck Daly voice. And this was an excuse for me to use that. And I think you were trying to do what kind of news anchor were you trying to pull off?
No idea.
It doesn't matter because because it worked pretty well. You had a more a traditional 70s type of news anchor kind of voice, and I was having
it was
classic
that same
old-timey
voice.
No, it was more and today in the news. And it was doing the old Twain's all right, everybody, it looks like Conflict of Enemies is the new hot deal. And I have to say, overall, with the EMI Sports ads, it's kind of one of those situations where the source material doesn't help as much. And it would be great if we were able to do a little bit more with it. But and to hammer that point home, the Simpsons Animation Studio and Casino was a sign in the background when they showed up to Seoul for the tournament. Yep. And I was the best idea I could come up with for an ad. And I think we could have done a little bit more with that, or maybe do a rewrite. It was kind of out there. And I tried to salvage it with some fun casino sound effects, when you win.
That was good. That actually really did help. No, that was another one where we probably could have probably could have gotten
a couple more rewrites or a couple of just maybe improv a little bit more,
100%.
Something besides
that was definitely that was the start of this smarmy voice, which I do now for the three consecutive acts.
I did play the old Walter Cronkite kind of,
And so we have the news alerts now onto the PSAs, at least 2 of them. And, I didn't really know what kind of music to put to my ideas of having a nerd university and a jock university. So I was thinking to myself, let's just do the standard PSA, doom, 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 it was homeroom and you're having morning announcements or something of that nature. And that would be good enough. It was kind of my idea that this would be one of those poorly produced VHS tapes that a college would send you.
Yeah, right.
For recruiting purposes, and they show the quad and the gymnasium.
People
and
there's always somebody throwing a frisbee.
Right, someone throwing a frisbee. Some guy in a Letterman jacket talking to a girl in a poodle skirt.
Exactly. That's so funny.
Do you have any memories of my idea for having 2 kind of universities, one for the nerds and one for the jocks?
I mean, it was the execution there was okay. It was okay,
I liked my read of the nerd one with the you'll be a natural 20. I thought it was fun. So are you are you upset because you were using a jock voice that was similar to your Schwarmy voice that you were talking about before?
No, I feel like we could put a couple more jokes in it.
Okay.
On those. Yeah.
Pep it up a little bit more padding. They were kind of short and sweet.
Yeah.
And also, of course,
those were ones. You know what, though, Josh? You know what? Those were ones more in the context of the episode rather
correct.
Than
yeah. Because that was the whole idea with Homer Goes to College is obviously the jock nerd divide that doesn't exist anymore. And anytime I have a chance and any chance I have an opportunity to quote Monty Python in the Quest for the Holy Grail, I will be there. Even when nacho penetration is less full. All right, so we got the McBane movie trailer, which I thought came together great. The track The track that I poached, I mean, legitimately used, is fantastic. It has good rhythm to it. It has a nice pause at the end. I love how I was able to pausing with the Mendoza. It really comes together well. Music is a huge part of these things.
I know.
And I want to get better and better with it as I go. And not be lazy and just reuse something and try to extend it to unnatural lengths, much like Marge Simpson and the pink dress in that one particular episode.
But that was fun. I loved that trailer. That was a lot of fun.
And that was your writing. That was all you, if I remember correctly. And I want to admit a shameful Snurts feels shame moment where I wanted to do a rewrite at the beginning where it said something instead of study, I said learn. But then I used learned again because it's really fun to do learn. You get the N at the end, which goes through on time, like learn. But then hearing it again, I was like, that's kind of repetitive. Should have been a different word. That was, just to keep it down with the repetition. But overall, I thought it was great. Came out great.
Mendoza!
Fat Tony Pretzel ad recording and Fleet-A-Pita. All right, so we're back to Fat Tony, and I use once again the line "punch it up" because that's apparently what people in the booth say for these moments.
Yeah.
So a little bit of background on this one. I wrote this. I was very inspired because Ralph Report has been doing these celebrity freakout moments, and it's one of my favorite weekly podcasts that I listen to. And so I caught the bug, and I was inspired. And we had Fat Tony. I don't even know if he was in the Pretzel. He was in the Pretzel episode because of the mob war. And I was like, what if like Fat Tony has not only like a William Shatner like moment, but then he has like the Orson Welles in the bottom. And it got really long. So instead of repeating the too long church ad that we had, I decided to divide it up, which really gave it two different feels. One was like the Shatner where like Fat Tony is kind of being rational and sly and like telling the guy like, hey man, like if you think you can do it better than me, go for it, champ. And I love my whole like, pretzels, which was my bad attempt at doing like a Christopher Walken. I was trying to do like an over the top Christopher Walken, and I don't know if I pulled it off, but what came out was pure gold.
It sounds like you want to do the ad, Josh.
No, I'm sorry. And that was another one where I did more of my own natural voice. And it just kind of worked for it because I do seem like I have a natural voice that sounds like a schmuck in the booth, giving the actors directions that they do not want.
You're great at being a schmuck.
I also want you to know that the opening line of "a pretzel is a treat that is centuries old" is factual. I looked it up on the Wikipedia. Pretzels have been around since like early like AD, 900 or something like that
absolutely.
in like Germany. So pretzels have been around. Do you have any memories of you once again killed it with your Fat Tony as you always do?
I love doing Fat Tony. I liked this one much better than I did the previous ad we did.
With Krusty.
The Fat Tony's Athletic.
Oh, I see. Yeah, because it was you did nail it. There was a couple of times during the recording you're like, no, let's go back. I can do it better type of thing. And I think that's awesome.
He has a certain patois.
Absolutely. And then there was your brilliant ad, the Fleet-A-Pita. Why don't you talk about that?
Which was controversial. We did go back and forth on whether or not it was detestably racist.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm gonna allow it. I do find.
Well, it's funny because I don't mind doing voices of people that some folks would consider racist, like "forgiveness, please," or my Sven.
Just like a little touch, touch,
right? But it is funny, like with accents, like if I'm doing like my Brad Barsky again, from Brad Barsky's Bowling, it's like, oh hey, how you doing there? It's not racist at all. Just how we talk,
Well, and look, this is relatively a common discussion. What can you do? Like the Simpsons had this conversation on their show because of the problem with Apu. But they're still doing the Italian accent and oh my mama's gonna kill me. And so we're playing that fine line there. But I do.
I mean, your
did like-
Scottish accent is probably offensive to many in
Ah!
that region.
It's Springfield.
Yeah. When I
Yeah.
talk like this, you know, like a
I
little
have
bit
I
of
have
Spain.
new Scottish friends.
Yeah.
I should ask them. how
But
they-
anyway, I thought it came out fine. Once again, my
Yeah.
Helen is all over the place. Hello, how's it going? You know, hey, me and the girls are just
Oh,
talking.
Fleet-A-Pita.
You know, it's very over the top.
It's
I
hilarious, though.
feel like
I
it's like an
love it.
SNL character that's just like more, you know, like
My
we
favorite
were
part
just
of it.
talking, baby. Oh, those are definitely words, you know.
You're like, hey, can we replace the olives with grapes instead? And I'm like, nosh, nosh, nosh. And you're like, sounds like a yes to me.
Yeah, I try to just play it really loud and really over the top because I don't really have a,
Mission accomplished.
the only line I really know from Helen is like, "Would somebody please think of the children?"
Oh, Josh, she's really affected. She's
And we're not
probably
done with
fainted
Helen.
multiple times.
At all, are we? We're definitely not done with Helen because we have the Concerned Christian Network PSA,
That's right.
which is another PSA with the same intro music. You can tell I was really tired of doing editing for the show at this point in the season.
Yeah, it was yeah. I definitely feel like we were, hitting in a rough patch. At the
Like
end.
we were ready for the break, you know, like
Right.
we were,
It's
like we
funny.
we're very ready for the break.
We both love doing this show,
Absolutely.
and
Yeah.
we really
But it is
enjoy it.
work. It
And
is
so
work.
we were taking a break. I was like, oh, maybe we could do like a little more. And I was listening to these like, you know what? I think a break was probably a good
Yeah.
thing.
It also
Come
didn't
back
help
fresh.
that I was 3 whiskeys deep by the end of that recording. That was on me, folks. That was on me. A little too much there.
Slamming bourbon.
Yeah, I mean that's why there was a blooper reel of us just going.
We were on it together.
But we discovered that I could do a pretty good Ned Flanders, and your Helen Lovejoy is much more grounded.
I grew up in the church, and in movies too, watching those 30s into the 60s school marms,
Sure.
who are older and affected like that.
Yeah.
The old aunts and the old wild plays like, oh, I mustn't, I could never. Oh.
And I thought that actually the PSA, even though it was repetitive, was pretty good. I thought the writing was pretty solid on that one. I like we had this would legit be a good PSA from a Concerned Christian Network to have because for those who don't remember, Jumanji things are happening with Hasbro games, and the world's kind of a mess because of Satan's path, and we're just kind of like, hey folks, just telling you right now, sounds kind of bad, I also love how folksy.
I believed we were concerned Christians,
right? I also love how just folksy Ned Flanders is overall. We
100%.
Hopefully we'll get more Ned in the future. I feel like we've been very crusty and Mr. Burns heavy in our first couple seasons here.
Sure.
But Ned Flanders, man, he has some great ones, and hopefully we'll see more of him. And to close it out, we're gonna have Warehouse. And speaking of lazy, once again. Instead of finding new trailer music that lined up with the minute 30 trailer that we recorded, I just tried to extend the one that was 40 seconds into a minute 30. And you could tell because there's 3 moments where there are pauses and 2 of them include howls of some kind. But you know what? Fuck it.
Fuck it.
I thought it was so
kids
fun.
aren't speaking to you. Fuck them.
Yeah, I thought it was fun, and I really, you and I really love the concept. Of Warehouse.
I liked my Millhouse in that first thing more than kind of some of but that first line, I was like, all right, Millhouse.
And I had a real just passion for doing the movie trailer voice this time.
Absolutely.
Even though you gave me a good compliment, you're just like, yeah, if you're doing a Kurt Van Houten, you can kind of hinge it up a little bit, maybe. I don't know, but it's kind of the same cadence. Like Kurt and Millhouse could be the same people. They could be Mill Kurt House. But it is a very interesting like experience as we go through this process, right? Where
Absolutely.
all of a sudden, like one of us does a voice and we're like, that was really good. That one right there, the one you just did. What?
Yeah.
This one? No, the other one. No, I lost it. I can only do this now.
We've been working on these, trying to, we're both terrible at it, and like we're getting better. We're getting more consistent. I like it.
I try to, yeah. And it's also funny when we completely lose one of our voices that we've done many times before.
But there was yeah.
What else you got for our? What else you got for our ads?
Well, so one of the things that we always talk about is nobody can ever do Bart. Like nobody
or Lisa or Homer. We don't do the primary family very well at all. Maybe with Grandpa being the exception, but that's just generally general old man. Yeah. I've been back here for 3 days.
I lost. No, I can't do it. I lost my teeth. No, it's terrible, Grandpa.
Yeah. Kill her. Finish her.
Hey, I lost my teeth. No. But nobody can do Bart. Like I have no idea how to.
Well, and that's why Nancy Cartwright has a pretty solid gig.
Yeah, nice house too, I bet.
Yeah, she lives out in the valley, actually, the beautiful San Fernando Valley.
So one quick one that we didn't talk about was the not bread Fat Tony one.
Oh, the second part. Yeah, we kind of glossed over it, didn't we?
Was all right, but I did like the end where I'm like, no, I do not know.
Yeah.
Frankly, this is idiotic, and it's a waste of my time. I was very happy with that.
Yeah, it was again the Orson Welles more of a freak out thing where you got more hostile versus trying to just be a smartass and loop somebody into their own doom. But yeah, and it was all from the episode. Again, we just took it straight from the source.
It's fantastic.
There's a bad pun when Marge is buying the franchise. It's not only not bread, it's not bread.
Get it?
Get it?
Jack Lemmon.
Classic.
Well,
that does it, I believe, for spect-AD-ular.
Spect-AD-ular. It's funny because our intros during this got shorter and shorter. We're at like 22 minutes.
Well, yeah, the outros are getting longer and longer.
Outros are getting longer and longer.
What else do you want to talk about? How about that local sports team?
Oh, they're terrible.
And this weather, so crazy, isn't it?
Oh, man. Look at it.
Those clowns in Washington have done it again.
Oh, they sure are ridiculous up there, I tell you. And corrupt, every last one of them.
And we want to say Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, any other holiday that's in there.
Happy holidays to everybody.
Happy New Year.
Hope your holidays are brilliant and filled with light and love and all the best going into the new year.
Be safe. Have fun, and we'll catch you on the other side. Thank you for listening to part 5 of spect-AD-ular 2025.
2025.
Part 5, the final chapter.
The Spectagularious. It's all over the place. We are all over the place with that
ad. But you know what? Fuck it.
Nice to be in orbit.
This is a placeholder where I explain the Spectacular 2025 and I find something clever to say, and then I say the thing that's super clever, and then I record the thing that's super clever, and then maybe Robin says a thing that's not as clever but is sort of clever but kind of clever but not super clever. I am the super cleverest sacrilegious with Robin and Snurts. This is a blah 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 blah.